Welcome to today's episode of our in-depth analytical series, where we explore the complexities of the latest global events. Today, we turn our attention to a rapidly escalating conflict that has captured headlines and is reshaping the geopolitical landscape: the intensified military confrontation between the United States and Iran. This development marks a pivotal moment in international relations, and to understand its full gravity, we must delve into the details, implications, and potential outcomes of this unfolding situation. On March 11th, 2026, the United States launched its most intense airstrikes against Iranian targets, marking a dramatic escalation in an already volatile conflict. Defense officials have described this assault as the heaviest since the onset of hostilities. The Pentagon has released footage depicting massive air attacks on key Iranian military sites, including naval vessels in the critical Strait of Hormuz. This strategic waterway, a chokepoint for approximately one-fifth of the world's oil supply, has now effectively closed to maritime traffic, amplifying global economic concerns. President Trump authorized these strikes just a day after suggesting that the war might soon conclude. This decision came in response to reports of Iranian retaliation, including intercepted drone attacks over Bahrain and Qatar, as well as strikes that resulted in at least one fatality in central Israel. These developments underscore a broader pattern of escalating tensions that have characterized the region in recent weeks. The United States, along with its ally Israel, has claimed significant success in disabling much of Iran's military infrastructure, including its navy, air force, and communications networks. The origins of this conflict can be traced back to Iranian provocations involving nuclear capabilities, which prompted President Trump to issue a vow for the total defeat of the Iranian regime. The elevation of Iran's new supreme leader, following the death of his predecessor in earlier U.S. strikes, has signaled a continuation of hardline policies with an outright rejection of any proposed ceasefire. This hardening of positions has led to regional fallout, including a concerning incident at the U.S. consulate in Toronto, which is currently under investigation as a potential national security threat related to the ongoing conflict. The ramifications of these military actions are profound and multifaceted. Domestically, the United States faces the human cost of over 140 service members wounded in the conflict. Meanwhile, Iranian civilians are fleeing border areas in fear of further devastation. The regional instability is intensifying concerns over the humanitarian impact and the potential for further casualties. Economically, the disruption of the Strait of Hormuz has led to a surge in oil prices, which is rippling across global markets. In the United States, gas prices are climbing towards $4 per gallon, exacerbating inflationary pressures that are echoed in higher costs for groceries and mortgages in allied nations such as Canada. This economic turbulence poses a significant threat to global recovery efforts, potentially triggering a broader energy crisis if the strait remains closed for an extended period. On the political front, this conflict highlights a bold shift in U.S. foreign policy under President Trump, who has favored overwhelming military force over multilateral diplomatic solutions. This approach has sparked considerable debate, with critics warning of overreach and the potential for unintended consequences. The coordination between the U.S. and Israel in this military campaign reflects a shared commitment to achieving air superiority. Yet the absence of a clear exit strategy raises questions about the long-term stability and legality of these actions in the Middle East. Internationally, the conflict complicates alliances and diplomatic engagements. With a planned summit between President Trump and China's President Xi Jinping on the horizon, the war introduces new variables into an already complex relationship between two global superpowers. Meanwhile, allies, such as Australia, are beginning to offer asylum to Iranian defectors, signaling diminishing influence for Tehran and highlighting the international community's divided stance on the conflict. In conclusion, the intensification of the U.S.-Iran conflict carries far-reaching implications. It is a significant moment with the potential to reshape geopolitics, economics, and security for years to come. As we navigate these uncertain times, it is crucial to remain informed and vigilant, understanding that the decisions made today will echo through future generations. Thank you for listening, and we will continue to monitor this situation closely, bringing you thoughtful analysis and insights as it develops.